Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
Tapos na mo yung bell.
Tara na.
Bro!
Bakit?
Ay.
Front seat foodies!
Toast muna, toast ng coffee. Isang toast ng coffee.
Target version. Kidding, this is nonsense with game.
And then... Bakit kasi ganun yung intro mo? Hindi naman nagpakilala ng hi, I'm game or ano.
Front seat foodies daw, target version. Ay, nako. Okay, by the way, this is like take I don't know anymore kasi we had an attempt na we recorded it online but we decided to meet up and have this episode sa kotse mismo. And this episode is about what?
Online dating application! Kailangan hype tayo.
Hype because
Para sa mga
coffee.
malalamigang Pasko, lalamigang Pasko. Or nakahanap ng pampainit ng Pasko.
Grabe. Wait lang, disclaimer, hindi ako problem solver. Wala pang intro, pero unahan ko na. Kasi nandito ako, sobrang awkward, parang kanina pa sila nagsasalita.
Sino ba to?
Oo, sino ba yan? So ayun yung reason kaya ako nandito. Yeah.
Speaking of, kung sino tong tao na to nakasama namin, well, kahit hindi man siya problem solver siya ng love life ng tao.
Woohoo!
And we can consider him as a dating expert.
No. Tried. Ano siya, an attempt was made. Oo.
Ano yun, may OJT nga siyang sa manghula sa Quiapo. Nagtataro reading.
That's why proven and tested.
That is true.
So, we introduce you, Ian!
Ian!
Woo! Hyping it up! Di kami rinig! Nasa kotse kami!
Self-hype. Yung mga tao sa labas bilik, ginagawa ng tatlo.
Nag-uusap sila.
Ba't kaya bukas yung ilaw sa kotse na yun?
Bakit sila nag-uusap?
So, dahil dyan, mag-start na tayo. Alam ko, excited na yung viewers. Okay, so first question. What's your intent in joining the online dating, scenario?
Platform.
Platform.
Oo.
Platform.
Yeah, to answer it, quick lang. It was before. Before I was actually at the online dating platform, specifically Tinder. And I was there mainly because I was bored. At the time, wala talaga akong I wasn't in a relationship and school was was just there. So you could do it at your downtime or maybe just have it have it there. Parang pag may kailangan kausap, ganun, pag kailangan na mainit. Kailangan na mainit na conversations, spicy conversations.
Spicy. Oh, spice.
Pero yun siya, basically, I was born at the time nung nag-join ako.
So, yun yung intent ng pag-join. So, nung nandun ka, so ano yung mga expectations and mindset? Ano ba yung dapat expectations and mindset ng tao pag gumagamit ng apps or ayan, pag nag-online dating, ganun?
Well, sa expectations kasi, you really couldn't have one na fixed. Kasi you're there at the time kung ano yung gusto mo makita. So, for me at the time, nung first time na nag-join ako actually, was for it to have a company, kausap, makakilalang bago. And it was on and off. Alam naman din siguro ng ibang nakikinig dito, the experience is it's never constant. So you leave it as it is. So once I joined, na-bore ako, malis ako, nag-uninstall. And then the second time, as I remember it is parang may gusto na ako ma-achieve. So siya, ando na, may target na ako on why I'm there. Pero yung una talaga, first hand, let's focus on that, is gusto ko ng company. Oo.
Okay. Since, yung alam mo na yung gusto mo ma-achieve, so, like set na yung intent mo, how did you make your profile? Paano mo yung siya na set up? Like, how many pictures? Ano yung nilagay mong bio? Ganon.
And what if confused ka din na parang, ano bang ginagawa ko dito?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ay,
Yung
may
comparison.
idea
Let's hear that.
So, first hand, it wasn't successful. You don't know what to put kasi on Tinder, there's this profile na you have to put photos and then you have to put a description. What worked for me at the latter was just to put photos, basically. Photos that tell a story. Pero on building your profile kasi, you could tell a lot on just putting words. For example, a random photo and then just describing yourself or your experience. Or you could make it a storytelling album. So ako sa akin, at the time, what I did was put my activities. So I play tennis kasi. I also do a lot of activities sa school. So that's what I put. I put myself outside, kung nasaan ako. Nasa dagat, nasa court, nasa school.
So nagpapalit-palit.
Yeah, nagpapalit siya ng setting pero it was all me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mainly parang storytelling through pictures.
Yes.
Parang hindi lang isusulat mo sa bio mo na kung ano
yeah.
mga activities, it's more on sa pictures like.
Pero with friends kasi, of course, hindi lang naman ako yung nandun. They have success na just being being themselves, ma-type, makwento.
Okay.
One photo, one-liner, that's it. It works too. Talaga siya, mayroon kang makukuha depende sa ipo-project mo.
Depends on your market.
Depends on your market. Yun pa siya, target market pala.
It really depends.
Ay. So ayun, nakaset up ka na ng profile. Pag syempre, titingin ka na sa ibang profile ng ibang tao, ano yung nakakakuha ng attention mo? What makes a profile interesting?
Wait guys.
I'm joking.
Parang gusto niyo malaman yung kung ano ba type ko. Oo. Yun lang naman. There are actually those type na iniiwasan ko. That's what I see. Kasi superficial ka when you're on that app. So the wider the range, the better. The more options, ano ba? Paano ba yung safe word? The more chances of winning. Pero siya, may iniiwasan na lang ako. Siguro ganun ko siya sasagutin. What I distance myself to are those who find relationships talaga. Want a serious relationship. Okay, that's one. Pero don't put it out of context.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
Hanap mo, ano magagawa?
You're not ready yet to commit, diba?
True.
Pero I do enjoy naman din yung invite of those people na outgoing kasi I myself wasn't outgoing when I started. I was just there. May magkakaroon ng ng match, and then with that match, conversations mainly. Pero once you express yourself kasi, of course there would be an invite or a signal na labas tayo, meet tayo, usap tayo, video call tayo, chat tayo sa ibang platform. So talagang engagement, yun yung mauna mong makukuha, engagement. And sa tipo ko, yun yung mga gusto ko, yung may engagement lang. Very wide, no? Oo.
Well, hindi naman ang gusto natin. Yung kailangan may magre-reply.
May kailangan may mag-reply sa'yo.
Tapos yung exerts an effort to make the conversation longer.
Oo, di ba?
Totoo.
I mean, kahit type mo yan, kahit gusto mo yung guy or girl or anyone na talagang profile na nagtitipuhan mo, hindi naman siya para maging appealing kung hindi siya din interested sa'yo.
Totoo.
That is true. Sige nga, ikaw, ano yung mga attempts mo in making the conversation longer?
As I see it now, I still apply it to my everyday events or mga interactions. Icebreakers do work well. You just have to find a common ground or anything that she puts out there. So you have to study the profile. Hindi naman kailangan i-stalk mo, but really see it.
Hindi mo maigis yung profile, yung picture niya.
Hindi mo maigi, merong details. For example, meron siyang
May mic.
meron siya dong handkerchief.
Kasamang
Or may kasamang pet.
Si animal.
Oo, si Animals! Si Rena pala.
May nakita kami before na,
Ganito ba kayo?
may nakita kaming profile before, sinend ng friend namin.
Nakalagay sa bio muna.
With family.
With family.
Parang enjoying time with family, parang yan. Or parang si third pic for picture with family.
Oh, with my pamangkin.
Oh, yan! Ganyan. Tapos, pag-scroll mo dun sa pictures, yung third picture niya, kasama niya puro pagi. Mga ganon. So, sabi ng friend namin na nag-send ng screenshot, ano to? So, yung pamilya ba? Ano siya, kalahating tao, kalahating pagi? Ano ka? What are you? So, ayusin niyo please. Ayusin niyo.
Diba? Ang dali. Kung ganun.
Maybe, ayun yung catch.
Ah.
Like, how to make the conversation longer.
Kaya nga eh. So,
Oh.
diba kaya nga ako, that profile na made it easier for me to actually have something to put in the chat box. So, ako parang, okay, diretso yung cute ng pamilya mo ah. O kaya kailan ko pwede ma-meet yung si tita? Diretso bati agad. Walang hesitation. Uy, parang gusto ko ma-meet yung mom mo soon. Heart. Oo.
Smart. Ayun pala yun.
Smart.
Oo, it's already a two-way communication. Once you start, ang icebreaker kasi, lang siya, reading the signals. Kaya naman kayo nandyan sa platform kasi you're open to new friends, to new relationships. So kayo, kung parang laban is kung sino mas witty.
Okay.
Totoo.
Second nature of course yung looks, yung pagiging superficial ng mga tao doon. Pero what would really meant a success is yung talagang icebreakers for me.
So, paano mo malaman if, parang nag-uusap na kayo, if interested ba yung other person?
For the interest kasi
Ang hirap kasi, like, may level na wala lang, nilalandi ka lang. Pero yung interesado talaga sa'yo, yung
Yes! Teka lang, sige, ilabas mo.
nilalandayan ka lang, tapos wala na.
Wala na, bye! Ganun.
Bye!
I do not dwell on those things na parang interested ba to sa akin? Ang mahalaga is meron siyang response.
Okay.
Kasi at the surface, ang mahalaga meron pang string na pwede mong hatakin. Oo.
May strings attached pa.
Walang relasyon doon. Walang strings attached doon. More on strings to pull. Strings to pull.
Marionette, let's go!
Ano siya, at the time, pwede mo kasing gawin is just leave messages. And then, on leaving messages, no waiting for replies. Wala.
Ooh.
Ayan na siya.
But how do you do that? Parang, ang hirap kasi, alam mo yung magme-message ka, nag-e-expect ka, sana reply ako, Lord.
Remember, the context is nasa platform ka, nasa Bumble, nasa Tinder. So, dun sa amount of people you leave messages, ang success rate niyan is low, but it's there. As a guy, ewan ko sa ating mga viewers na girls. Kasi mas may control on having Bumble kasi, as what I've heard. Empowered talaga yung girls. Kasi para sa kanila yun eh. In the first place, sila yung merong control on the engagement. So, sa context talaga nung on how you set it up. Sa ganyan, you just have to maintain yung connection. That's what I told the first time. On the pulling strings, hindi talaga habang hindi pa kayo nag-unmatch or hanggat naka-match pa kayo, may chance yan. Meron yan.
Tama naman ko. I mean, hanggat nag-uusap or may reply sa
May
dumadating.
reply,
Diba?
oo,
At least,
diba?
kahit pa paano nag-e-effort siyang replyan ka.
Yung response yan, for example, hindi ko na lang masyado pero there are reasons kung bakit naka-private ang Instagram or Facebook profile now. Kasi you put yourself out there and then isang search ka lang. Search ka lang. Lalo na, ang dali mag-search, lalo na nung may mga second name.
Pati nga pictures, diba? Like,
kahit nga, like,
search
screenshot mo.
True.
Kaya ngayon, one thing to deal with dyan is yung security. Pero it's on another topic. For me, ang sa akin lang, you control the space kung saan kayo talaga nagkakaroon ng conversation. And ikaw, as yourself, you control what you put out there. For example, ako, ginagawa ko na open yung Instagram ko, hindi siya naka-private. So, I let it be para makita nung mga gusto ko makakita. Ano siya, nilalaro mo lang talaga yung meron ka. Instagram, LinkedIn. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. Oo.
Actually, it's the easiest platform to look for. LinkedIn.
Tapos matik professional background yung punta mo.
Uy, wow.
Okay siya.
Okay siya. May certificates. I see you. I see you. Go-getter, di ba?
I see you.
Oo. Ano siya, it's fair game talaga. And anything that's out there is fair game. So, if they use it to you or against you, it's on you. So yun, ganun siya.
I like that. How about yung like pag-invite mo paglipat ng platform?
Sorry.
Meron.
I've sent you my
Nagbabay lang ako sa kakinya.
people out there.
May out there.
May out there people.
Speaking of other platforms, kasi sometimes kapag when you really like each other and you really want to know the person better, you want to seek another platform to talk to, alam mo yun, para other level na kayo, maging mas close na kayo. Kasi parang a part of your life, i-share mo na doon sa tao.
Yeah, that's it. Yung openness talaga.
When you right time. Kasi what we know is it's such a big thing. Pero may experience ako, like may nakausap ako, ginagawa niya yon instantly to check, parang background check. FBI.
Diba?
Like, you know what? Hindi na ako maghihintay. Gusto ko na i-check yung profile mo.
Yeah, that's actually a good point on when you switch platforms. Sa akin kasi on switching platforms, that it's there when there's already a consent or parang meron na kang established na conversation. So with that established conversation, kung constant na kayo nagre-reply on your platform, Bumble or Tinder, safe yung platforms like Telegram or Viber kasi two-way pa rin, talagang kayo lang makakapag-usap. And sa ganyan naman you just want a more alert response, parang ganun. Sa pag-uusapan nyo on switching platforms, pagiging open na, that's I would call it na lang. It's more being transparent. Napaka-safe, napaka-safe ng mga sagot. Pero the worst thing that you could do is actually have a very open profile that's just very easy to approach. Dapat smart ka na nowadays with your profile. So actually locking your profile or making your photos private or for friends only. Yun, kasama siya. But on superficial people na mamimit mo sa platform, lilipat ka when you say it. Talagang ikaw yun or ikaw mag-i-invite or ikaw yung yayayain. Ganun siya.
Pero parang, for you, anong tag dito? Pwede bang mauna, for example, babae? Or kahit sino, parang open game siya na kung sinong mauna?
Oo naman. There are times na sa akin kasi, very parang, nung tumagal na ako, naging seasoned na. Medyo matagal ako sa Tinder, aminin ko. Years and back and forth siya, in between relationships as well. So I had a girlfriend for a few months and then just went back and forth at it. Familiar faces actually yung babalikan mo doon. Of course, kung nasa isang spot ka lang naman, for example, taga-South ako, you would see just South people lang din doon. Uy, nandito pa rin sa ganito. I'm back. But with a question, siguro siya, ano ulit yung tanong?
Kahit sino, pwedeng mauna.
Kahit sino? Oo, mauuna. Since familiar na. Sorry na wala ako na kasi nakakatawa yung I'm back. Yung sa mauuna, ayun na siya. Kasama na yung signal doon na, uy, si ganito. Or parang, uy, parang familiar ka. And then, you could check sa akin kasi there were times na, uy, friend ko na pala sa Facebook or pinapollow ko na sa Instagram. pwede kang snappy doon na diretso, uy, ikaw yung nandito, 'di ba? Nandito sa Tinder or parang
Okay.
yeah,
Pwede ka na like,
you could
know
be
what?
you
Set
could
mo
be a
tayo
smart,
dito.
you could be a smart ass about it na yeah, and I think na nakasalumuhan na kita
Nakasalamuha.
nung panahon ng hapon. Parang nakasalumuhan kita katoto.
Gag.
Binibini. Pero siya, hindi ka barred with the platform. Tool lang siya. Yung pagiging nasa Bumble mo or Tinder is would be always on your shoulder. Dala mo na yan eh. Oo, kaya pag nasa social media ka, may makakakilala at makakakilala sa'yo. Lalo na sa mga nagsaswipe lang. Oo, maalala ka nila.
Nakita natin.
Yeah! Oo, ganun yun! Oo, ganun siya.
Siya yun, no?
Siya yun, no? Teka, parang siya yun, common yun. That's very common. Usually, mga barista or mga mamimit mo sa professionally. Yun nga, parang gusto ko yung binabalik sa LinkedIn. Pero yung sa Upwork, yung mga nasa Upwork friends. Oh, no! Kaya may bahid na yung pag nag-set up kayo ng
Ang
resume.
hirap pa naman, no? I don't want to cross that line.
Oo.
Kasi nakaka-work mo.
Kasama siya. Kaya nga yung sinasabi ko, kaya siya nasa shoulder mo. Kasi you would actually put yourself out there on dating. But really, you're putting yourself out there on relationships, friends, network, all kinds. And on being there, hindi lang naman yan lahat magiging parang potential partners.
Oh.
Most of those who you would meet are have their own lives din naman. So there are instances for me kasi syempre network din naman ang ang Tinder. Mga naging professional na ito pala yung IT ka pala or data analyst, and then siya nai-integrate mo.
Naging colleagues mo ba?
More on pag may concerns ka, one for me is actually paano ba? Engineering kasi is wide. Engineering is wide. And lalo na pag nandun ka na sa peak mo. Ako kasi college ako nung dating. Ang dali siya gawing leeway for a conversation. Ganito ba course mo? Actually, din kasi namin to concern din namin. And then, gagawin na lang ng kwento. Binabullshit. Actually, bullshit lang talaga. Half part bullshit, part interested ka talaga. So, it
Okay.
revolves around the idea of you and what you do. Ganun. So,
Okay. I get that.
Ayun, so,
Coffee break!
oo nga,
nakaubo.
yung kape, parang biglang nag-sink in.
Namuo.
Oo.
At least stick it sa live ba?
Back to episode 1.
One.
Season 1.
Kainom ng kape. Stick it sa live ba? Okay. Quick coffee break.
Oo. Wow. Pero yun lang naman. That's for me. Pag talaga nasa dating platform ka, it's with you. Hanggat hindi ka nagka-cut off ng relationship with those, may mga makakilala talaga sa'yo na, uy, ikaw yung nandun, di ba?
So, when leaving dun sa, let's say, ayaw mo na. So, alis ka na.
Alis na,
Sa
ayaw mo na.
platform. Bye people ulit, ganyan.
By people of Tinder.
Gotta cut them off.
Gonna cut them off.
Guys, oo. So, ayun, parang ano yung approach mo dun sa mga taong andon? And ano ba yung parang natutunan mo after mong umalis ng mga dating platforms?
Hindi naman siya parang eventful na you have to say goodbye. Pero kasi on being there, there are options or actually reasons why you leave. So for example, you really don't want the nature of kasi hindi naman yan all good sides na masaya. Most of the time pag talaga nagfo-focus ka on building a relationship dyan, it's pwede na very hesitant yung most of the people na nandyan na talaga bang tatagal dito. Kaya nga siya nababalita
True.
kasi it's special occasion na talaga tumagal sila because of this. When on leaving, what I learned about is the importance of relationships. Ang dali mag-build up, ang dali. As in, kung talagang alam mo na yung variables on how to control it, ano yung mga wala kang control. Pero on leaving, mahalaga rin yung mga tao na na naapektuhan mo. Siyempre, alam naman natin na other people na nakikinig dito, meron silang partner at the time for now na galing sa dating platform, or meron silang kaharutan galing dating platform. Hindi mahalaga. Kahit saan nag-start ang relationships or connections mo, it's still worthwhile talaga. Just trust on that person or trust on yourself na you would stand by kung bakit ka nandun in the first place. Oo. So yun yung lecture lang sa akin na all relationships matter, or talagang may weight dyan na hindi mo lang pwede baliwalain.
Okay. So to summarize, how can you describe your overall experience?
Grabe. Parang on a few words. On a few words.
In a few
no?
words that you can also impart to our listeners.
Mag-try. Ganyan.
Mag-try, yeah. Try, yeah. It's a good word actually. Try. Yeah. Please try. Kasi on now at this time, lalo na medyo apart yung mga tao. Medyo lang. Kami. Medyo lang. Pero naman, you could distinguish a real connection on a superficial one. And platforms like those offer most are superficial. What it offers most is superficial. Kasi on the surface, binebenta mo lang sarili mo. Pero on my experience kasi, most of the people that are there are genuinely there for a purpose. Meron iba na nagbi-build up ng nila, ng character nila. It's for themselves, binibuild up yung ego. It's not wrong to be selfish. Pwede ka din naman maging andun just for your ego. Pero do remember na it's a good experience to try. Na yan, for me it's worthwhile. Yun ang Pero for now sa state ko ngayon, hindi na. There's no point on going back. So it's a phase na I am happy that I was a part of. And to share it to the people that are listening. Kung nandun kayo ngayon or planning to get there, take the chance. Kasi wala namang mawawala. Oo.
And at parang at the least, you'll learn something new about yourself. Plus, pag may nakita kang hobbies from other people, kasi nasa bio nila, diba? Hindi mo try it! Mga cooking, try it! Hiking, let's go!
Mga ball games, yan. Anything goes talaga. It's such a wide platform to have it, be described on a few words lang. Kasi, it's part of life ang relationships, and pinabibilis lang ng platform na yan. Para siyang fast track na hi and goodbye. It's weird. It's really an odd experience, pero it's worthwhile. Parang natahimik kayo. Parang napaisip kayo.
It was a really good summary to let people pursue like online dating, because it's not actually a bad thing. Kasi may connotation siya like, you know what, yung place na yan sobrang superficial, mababaw
yung simula
for hookups. Pero gusto ko yung point nyo na you could develop as a person there. Diba?
Kasi hookups are one thing that actually defines it, yung dating platforms. Pero I try to distance it dun, kaya wala ka naman kayo narinig about it. Kasi hookups are part of life.
Yeah.
Kasama yan. Ay mga magulang natin, yung mga adults, did go through that phase na talagang dating as well.
Yeah.
Sa atin ngayon, with our times, yung mga phone natin or technology, isa lang, that's one of many na na-improve ng process, na optimize.
Yeah.
Dating is optimized because of dating platforms, basically. So, take the chance, and if meron kayong success sa hookups, stay safe. Please. Kasama yan. Please stay safe. Be wise about your actions talaga.
So, okay, that was overwhelmingly good. But to wrap this episode up, nagtanong kami ng questions sa aming Instagram account on anong gusto itanong na aming followers. Ang isang common question doon is why join the online dating culture? Kasi they are baffled by it. Yung mga nagtanong it's either may relationships na sila and some are single pero hindi pumasok sa isip nila, you know what, I'm gonna join the platform.
I understand it very well.
So, eto na lang yung isagot mo. Like, ano yung pwede mong panghatak sa kanila? Why you should join?
So you're asking me to market it?
Yeah, mainly. Basically.
Well, on marketing a product, one thing is dapat meron kang consensus kung sino. So I would say this message are for those people who actually are looking for a relationship. So this wouldn't work on people na do not have faith sa product na yun. So for those people that do or meron, why? Kasi it gives you a chance to actually express yourself. It's self-expression and actually ano ba? It's human, napaka-human ng experience for me. Hindi siya superficial like how they label it. Kasi it's human to actually hear people out. So on that platform, you basically just talk. Literal na nagtatype ka lang. And on sending a message, there should be an understanding. So when you try to understand people, people would try to understand din yung situation mo. And then there it goes, relationship na yun. Simple, no? That's the why talaga for me. Kasi it's a human experience. Kasama siya.
Tsaka para siyang meeting new people lang talaga.
As in, it's very
parang,
very basic.
Parang pumasok sa classroom
There's
na hindi
no
mo kilala
harm
yung
in
mga
it,
tao.
diba?
Wala naman.
It's intimidating at first. Kasi kailangan mo din
Maririnig mo.
kilalanin yung sarili mo yun.
True.
Marketing yourself as well.
That's actually a good point. It's more about building yourself up and then actually seeing kung ano ba yung
Like,
level
what
mo.
are your good traits? Ano yung gusto mong ipakita?
You put yourself up to speed dun sa mga kasing bilis mo lang din.
Yeah.
Never, kaya pag on the first try, if wala kang hindi mo alam kung asan ka, hindi mo makikita din kung wala kang makikita talaga. Walang success, walang mag-e-effort din na to approach you kasi hindi ka naman nag-effort on building yourself up.
Okay, ganda. Okay, eto next question. Siya lang yung nagtanong nito. And I know this person, very frustrated na siya with the platform. But the question is very vague. Bakit wala siyang prospect sa platform? First of all, we really cannot answer that because we don't know the specifics on paano mo binuild yung bio mo, yung profile mo, everything.
It's broad.
It's very broad.
Pero yun, baka try na i-revamp yung bio. Start there.
Sige, let's throw random suggestions.
Sige, let's start with yours. On trying to revamp the bio.
Baka baka yung interests onte or as in parang yung hindi siya pang convo starter. Again, yung convo starter is
That's very good.
Oo, ang goal mo kasi sa paggawa ng profile mo is yung hobbies mo or interests mo or something na parang unique or witty. Yun yung pang start mo ng convo. Regardless kung babae ka or lalaki. Kasi doon iikot yung pwedeng doon umikot or doon mag-start yung convo eh. So ayun kayo pa.
Sa akin naman, it's more on when talking na to a person, yung pagsakay do sa tao na yun. It's not about you mainly.
Yeah,
It's more about the other person. Let's say nag-open up siya na ito yung hobby niya. Ask about it. Be curious about
That's very good. That's very good.
Yung hobbies ng tao niya. About that person mismo. So that magkaroon talaga yung connection and mag-ease up yung tao in opening more.
Yeah, tama. Kasi on success kasi, putting effort on it would yield one. So both of your answers actually would just I would just repeat it if I try to answer it. But basically, don't be don't be too self-centered on that platform kasi it's again reiterating, it's a human experience, and with the human experience na on conversations and stories, you really have to try to investigate and hear them out. So yeah, those tips are great. Basta to keep it short, siguro yung sasabihin ko na lang is be bothered kung kung bakit walang nakakausap sa'yo, then try to talk to them. Try to talk to them talaga. At napakadaming tao dyan na pwedeng mong makamatch. So on any level, on what you put yourself, kung sinong gusto mong makita, if naging mas accepting ka na on a wider audience, mas magkakaroon ka ng chance for success. Andun talaga siya.
Yeah. That's a good point. Okay. So, ang ating last and final question is, sa Bumble kasi, nabigyan ng opportunities yung mga babae to message first. So, do you think that's a game changer, yung ganung innovation, compared to other dating apps?
Sige. As a guy, I would answer it as a guy. On guys having to build themselves up talaga on a level na sila, patok. Patok is the word. Yeah, it's a game changer kasi on girls having control kung sino yung gusto lang nila maka-engage. Siya, very pleasant kasi lalo na pag ang dami mo pwedeng pagpilian. And as a guy naman, it's actually the challenge na hindi naman inuurungan ng guys yung mga ganyan. Hindi ayusin nila yung sarili nila. Ayun guys kayo. Gusto niyo yung buhay niyo, pag-isipan niyo ba't kayo nasa Bumble. Lalaban tayo guys. It's a game changer. Kita mo naman, yung sinabi ko pa lang, parang guys na yung dapat mag-adjust. So, on girls naman, nasa kanila na yung tool and yung power. Nasa kanila na yung bola. Na lang, choose properly. With girls, appreciate na lang talaga guys who do make an effort to be there in the first place. Kasi it's easy to tell na ano ba naman to, ito lang yung may offer. Pero do know actually na they're putting their face up there first. The chances are may enjoy niyo yung company niyan once you try. It's very high. So yeah, that's for me. With girls, go. Go lang. With guys, galingan niyo pa.
Girls, galingan nyo pa. Like, first message, galingan nyo pa. Kapag di siya naka-reply, di siya witty.
Tama.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Okay, speaking of goodbye, we're gonna wrap this episode up. We're gonna go home now and drive.
Okay.
So, bye.
Bye.
This is
Bye! See ya!
us. Bye. This is Gabe.
And then,
And
Ian. Okay.
bye.
Show your support by following our podcast on Spotify. New episodes are up every Monday.
you can listen to us on these platforms as well.
Spotify,
Apple Podcast,
Google Podcast,
Overcast,
Breaker,
Castbox,
Pocket Cast,
Radio Public.
and Stitcher.
Talk to us on our most active social media platform, Instagram. Just follow @NonsenseG. See ya!